So why doesn't EFT always work? Hi, I'm Sandra from freedomsuccesscoaching.com. I'm a tapping into wealth and self-confidence coach. And today I want to talk about why EFT doesn't work. Well, that's not true. It does work. And it works when you know what you're doing. And it works when you're working with somebody who knows what they're doing. And it works if you're not afraid to go where it wants to take you. EFT is touted as being something that's a self-help. It's something you can do by yourself, and it's true. It is something that you can do by yourself, but it is something that takes time to learn how to do properly. It's something that you need to have an understanding of the way the subconscious mind works. You need to have a little bit of an understanding of psychology. You need to have a little bit of understanding of your energy system in order to make it work if you haven't had the training as an EFT practitioner. It is something you can do yourself, but it's not necessarily easy to be able to do it properly and effectively. When you're working with somebody, preferably work with somebody who specializes in EFT. So it's something that they do a lot of, and they're really into EFT. Because if it's just an add-along with some other modalities that they do, they might not have a full grasp of EFT and enough understanding of how it all works to really be able to get down into those varying aspects that come up when you're doing the tapping. Now, one of the main things, the reason why EFT doesn't work is because, or people say it doesn't work, is because they've done a whole lot of tapping, tap-along videos. Now, I'm guilty of doing tap-along videos myself. I do them because they can help shift some surface things. They can get people thinking. They can get people on the right road to being able to shift things on their own if they can't afford to go to a practitioner, because there's a lot of people out there who can't afford it, and that's okay. So the videos are there. But if you've got some really deep layer stuff, watching tap-along videos isn't going to move the really, really deep layer stuff. It might if you watch them for 10 years, but if you really want to get the really deepest stuff happening, you need to see an EFT practitioner like me to be able to get into some of that deeper stuff. So one of the most important things about EFT is to be specific. You need to be specific about what your issue is. Even if you start general, you need to try and get it specific as quickly as you can. Now, the body and the thoughts and the emotions will allow you to become specific if you listen to them. After each round of tapping, you're probably going to feel an emotion. You're going to maybe have thoughts that come into your head, or even memories. Anything that comes into your head after or during a tapping round is most likely the next thing to work with. It's called an aspect. So you might be tapping on a pain in the body. You might be tapping on the thought of, I don't deserve to have money. And then you do a tap on that. That's a thought, so you start with the thought, and then you start to feel maybe sickness in your stomach during the round of tapping on, I don't deserve money. That's where you go next. You go to the sickness in the stomach, and you tap on the sickness of your stomach. That's an aspect. You tap on that for a few rounds. Then what happens to that sickness in the stomach? Does it get worse? Does it get less? Does it bring up a thought? Does it bring up an emotion? Like, I feel really, what's the emotion? I feel fear. I feel fear in my stomach. That's the next thing you tap on, the fear in your stomach. So it's another aspect. So tapping on what comes up while you're tapping, is how you go with EFT. You go with what the subconscious mind brings up, and it'll bring things up in your thoughts, it'll bring it up in your emotions, and it'll bring it up in your body, and you tap along with where the subconscious mind leads you. And a lot of people don't do that, and that's one of the reasons why it doesn't work. Okay, they're not being specific, not following the changing aspects, and not following the changing emotions, because it might go from fear to anger, resentment. Usually it'll go anger, resentment, sadness. Follow the emotions, follow them. If 1 minute there was anger, and then after a round the person goes, I'm actually feeling more sad now, go with the sadness. Go with what comes up within the round of tapping. Don't stick rigidly to where you began, because tapping is a journey. It's a journey into the psyche. It's a journey into the subconscious mind that's revealing itself through your body. Tapping does work. It's totally changed my life, and I've seen it change my clients' life every time. And it is an amazing technique, and it's really something we need to take seriously. So don't just give up on EFT because you've been doing some tap along videos and that hasn't worked. Really read about it, study it, get more into it, because it really does work. If you liked this video, please click the like button, share the video around, pop your comments below, and remember to hit the subscribe button as well. And if you want to talk to me, have a free consultation, go to my website, the link will be below. I'm Sandra from freedomsuccesscoaching.com, and I'll see you in the next video.